Right, so we continue. The Samveda has 1875 mantras. Now, a person who performs the Samagan, that is singing of the verses in a melodious way, this is Samagan. Observing the rules of music. Music has certain rules, certain rhythm, right? Certain tone and all. Experiences Brahma. Brahma means God. The person who sings verses in a proper way experiences divinity. This is quoted from Shavar Rishi, who says that there are 1,000 ways of singing the Vedas, right? The verses of the Vedas. Now, there exists music in every particle of nature, whether it is the wind, the leaves, the clouds, thunder, everything has music. Now, what music does to us is gives us joy and bliss, a kind of happiness, a kind of peace to the mind. If we are disturbed, we usually like to hear certain kind of music, right? And Samved establishes the relationship between music and worship, the marche ensemble, right? Like in the absence of songs, the prayers are usually like lifeless bodies. I guess we have all experienced that. If a pandit will just talk and recite mantra just like that without having the right intonation, a right kind of music, it becomes kind of boring. Samved also tells us to meditate on God, to sing his praises, right? To have complete faith in him. This is again devotion. To destroy the vices of tamogun. We have three gun in us. Gun vidya, qualities. We have three qualities. One is known as the sattva gun, at times called satogun, right? One is known as Rajas Gun, at times Rajogun, and one is known as Tamas or Tamogun, right? The Sattva Gun se quoi? C'est goodness, tranquility, calmness. These are all signs of Sattva Gun, goodness. Rajas being angry or even energetic, right? These are signs of Rajas Gun. And Tamogun, tamas, laziness, sleepy, lethargy. These are signs of tamas gun. Now, dans une personne est dans tous les trois gun. At any moment since our birth, jusqu'à le moment qui nous fait mort, right? We will have all the three guns, but the degree of functioning in us varies, right? Let's say if I'm right now, example, if I'm right now sleepy and all, it means that the tamas gun is predominating over these two gunas. If I'm angry right now, the rajas is predominating. If I'm very peaceful, it's the sattva predominating, right? So we possess all the three of them. But the best one definitely is the sattva gun, no doubt. It is the developing or enhancing the sato gun in us. That should be our aim, right? If we are full of tamas, we need to move up. Have rajogun at least. If we have rajo, we need to move again to progress, develop sattva gun in us. So here the Samved tells us to destroy our tamogun, all the vices, all the qualities related to the tamogun should be eliminated. The worship of demigods like I told you earlier, Indra, nous prier Indra pour la pluie, right? So these certain demigods we usually pray. But the thing is, in this modern world, previously, worship of demigods was happening every day. Parce que quand vous faites fire sacrifices, the mantras include the names of the demigods. But nowadays we don't do so every day, only for an occasion of any kind of prayer, ceremony, Durga Puja, any birthday at home, we are doing certain prayers. So nowadays we rarely worship the demigods, only during the time of needs. Like if we need rain, we will pray Indra, right? Sitting with eyes closed before God and submitting a long list of demands before Him is the greatest insolence. A few words of prayers offered humbly are sufficient. It's like when we are praying, it says that there's no need to ask for that what you call selfish prayer, right? So God, I'm praying you should give me this and that. That should not be there, because He will definitely give us what we deserve. We will get what we deserve at the end, right? So just offering humble words to Him will be sufficient. Praises of the Somras, you remember the Som Jews? So again, there is in the in the Psalm of 8. What are the duties of a woman? Waking up early, performing her duties without laziness and all is the duty of the woman. And the importance of making charities of grains like rice to some, okay? Charity should be given to people, to needy, okay? Not to anyone, but to needy. What is the content of the Atharva Ved now? Some they call the Atharva Ved Brahma Ved, right? In Apeli Bhaishya Ved, right? Well, simple thing, Atharva Ved. Atharva means to be motionless. It has been named after actually the Rishi Atharva. I told you earlier the messages of the Vedas were given by God to the sages. Iban sages Suzuki knew down, right? So this was by sage Atharva. The hymns here given by Atharva Rishi are spiritual and are those which help the soul to elevate and to create auspiciousness in life. And the hymns composed by the second Rishi, Angiras Rishi, are the incantation of which causes disease or death, which are destroyers of enemies. Last time we talked about it, that the Atharva Ved consists of tantras. Okay, peut-être dans current language, nous ne connaissons pas tantrique. Pas trop servi the word black magic, but it's not that actually, right? Say the tantras. So the tantras are from the Atharva Ved, right? How to defeat the enemy, how to possess someone, something, right? How to get someone attracted to you. All these exist in the Atharva Ved, right? But they were being used for a proper cause, right? C'est pas during those time, pre-Vedic time and Vedic time, especially talking about warriors, they were going to fight on wars, I know. They were using the tantras, no doubt. But it's not something to be used now, no, dans le monde actuel. Modern age, in this Kali Yuga, this is not important right now to use, right? Or to practice. There are mantras related to various diseases, like if you have a certain disease, how to get rid of the disease. We have that kind of mantra also. Destruction of enemies, delivery of child, right? you want to get a son or daughter, just like existe in the Atharva Ved, even during the time of delivery, right? Abstention from sinful act, how to abstain from doing wrong things, having a long life, how to annihilate robbers, thieves, demons, and all. Destruction of worms, insects by using perfumed materials. Ça veut dire que c'est ban herbs normalement, not chemical things. It is in the Atharva Ved how to use different herbs to get rid of insects and worms, right? It also consists of one important thing, which is the Atma Vidya. Atma Vidya means Atma with a soul, Vidya with a knowledge. That is the knowledge of the soul. The one who has it, the knowledge of the soul, right, attains mental and spiritual peace. And his adhibhautik pain which is pain by external things like animals, right? An animal comes, let's say a dog comes and bites you. This is a kind of pain. Adhidevik pain like misery, believe in the influence of fate, the influence of evil spirits to some. So the one who knows the soul, has knowledge of the soul, right, is stable mentally, spiritually, and we get rid of all kinds of pains, all kinds of miseries. Self-defense, how to do self-defense, the importance, it is there in the Veda, in the Atharva Ved, how to do mass destruction also, right? So development in the growth of crops, neutralizing the poison of snakes, about medicines also, right? Not to be jealous of others. If one is achieving things, we should not be jealous. The learned, industrious, and celibate person make the water, lands, mountain, fertile through various sources of instrument, arts, craft, boats, vehicles, aeroplanes. That is how to produce, how to make these things. Also are there in the Atharva Ved. Sacraments pertaining to marriage ceremony. Comment faire? Marriage ceremony, the few steps and all are there in the Atharva. About astrology also, it is part of the Atharva Ved. That's why still some scholars, they and raison say about the Tantra and also about the astrology, but all of them don't consider this one to be a Ved, right? And there is the mention of Varna, of ashram. There are 4 Varnas which are the 4 castes, right? We have seen, I guess, earlier the Brahmin, that is the sages, the priest, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishya. Kshatriyas, they are the warriors, protectors. The Vaishyas, they those who do business. And the Shudras, they are the manual workers, right? So about the Varnas, about the Ashrama, Brahmacharya, Grihastusa, all are there here in the Atharva. We need to avoid, or how to avoid adultery, drinking, abortion, gambling, should be avoided. Importance of observing fast is there. This is about the Tantra, which I told you. Invocation to Mother Earth, right? The importance of in praying, worshipping, we are respecting Mother Earth is there. One quote from the Atharva Ved is this: the earth is my mother and I am her son, right? That's why we call the earth the mother, because she really gives us many things. He nurtures us, right? He protects us. No. So these are the few contents in the Atharva Ved. right? So you need to know a bit generally what are the contents of the Vedas, right? Of the different Vedas, so that